If you are watching this tarot card reading, it is meant for you or someone you are close to. In this reading, we're going to be exploring the question of whether or not you are ready for a committed relationship. We're going to be pulling 7 cards to answer this question. Of course, my goal will be to read those cards as honestly and as accurately as I can in order to give you the information that you need to make those decisions necessary to move your life forward in a positive direction. Let's go ahead and pull those 7 tarot cards for you right now. Of course, the way that this is going to work, I'm going to flip each card over one at a time. With each card that I flip over, I'm going to give you a brief description of each individual card, and then once all 7 cards are flipped over, I'm going to tell you what those cards are saying together, okay? Don't forget to follow us for more great tarot card readings just like this one. And of course, in this reading, we're exploring the question, are you ready for a committed relationship? Let's find out right now. The first card that we have here is the 9 of Wands. And the 9 of Wands actually represents that, frankly, you've gone through some difficult times and experiences here. In fact, the individual in this card here, you can see they have a bandage on their head, which means they've been through a battle. The 9 of Wands here essentially represents getting through a difficult time, and essentially it represents the worst is behind you. Interesting way for this reading to start. Let's keep going. Of course, the next card that we have here is the 10 of Pentacles, and this is a fantastic card. There's very few cards in the tarot better than this one. The 10 of Pentacles actually does not represent the present, but it actually represents the distant future. And in that distant future, you have had many, many achievements. Each one of these pentacles, which look like gold coins here, represents achievements that you're going to be making over the course of your lifetime. And it represents in the future, you're going to be very satisfied with everything that you achieved. And you're going to be very happy with the way that your life has turned out. Quite a great card here, but let's keep going. The next card that we have here is the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles represents big opportunities for you moving forward here. Below that pentacle, we have a hedge, an archway, and a path leading to mountains in the distance. This card essentially represents a long journey filled with opportunities. Of course, a committed relationship is indeed a long journey. A committed relationship is filled with opportunities along the way. This card bodes very well for this reading, but we're not done yet. We still got lots of cards to look at before I answer the main question. Are you ready for a committed relationship? The next card that we have here is the Tower. Okay, the Tower here represents disaster. Okay, lightning hits the tower is on fire, and people are jumping out of the windows. Do note the Tower does represent disaster. The Tower represents that, well, things might not turn out exactly the way that you envision, and things may not be perfect. Okay, but let's keep going. We're not done yet. The next card that we have here is the 10 of Swords, and I'm sorry, this is getting worse. This is getting worse. I read these cards as honestly and as accurately as I can, okay? The 10 of Swords here represents backstabbing and betrayal. This is not the energy that we want to see here when it comes to you being ready for a committed relationship. Let's keep going though. The next card that we have here is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords here represents jumping forward into action. This card kind of represents battling against obstacles. This represents fighting hard to achieve what it is that you want moving forward. There's a lot of strength behind this card, quite a bit of strength. And of course, our last card. This card could set the tone for this entire reading. And of course, once we flip over this card, we can see what all the cards are saying together, and we will answer the question, are you ready for a committed relationship? Let's find out. And the last card that we have here is the 10 of Cups. This is the best card that we could possibly pull for this question. We see the 10 cups up here. The 10 cups represents high levels of achievement, and below this, we see a happy family. In fact, I like to call this card the happy family, happy life card. Let's talk about what all the cards are saying together here. And of course, do note, you've been through some difficult times in the past, but the Nine of Wands suggests that those difficult times will soon be ending. The 10 of Pentacles shows us that the distant future of your life is going to be bright. You're going to be happy. And in fact, this card alone basically confirms to us that you will be in a happy, committed relationship in the future. But that doesn't answer the question whether or not you are ready for a committed relationship right now. We do see with the Ace of Pentacles that there's a long journey ahead of you here, which that may represent a committed relationship. But things take a darker turn here with these two cards, the Tower and the 10 of Swords, which represents backstabbing and betrayal. Right here, this is saying that you are not ready for a committed relationship as of yet. Not ready yet. The cards do say that there is some disasters ahead for you in the dating world and with your current relationship, if you have one. It says that there is backstabbing and betrayal in the future for you in your dating world or in your current relationship, if you currently have one. This doesn't bode well for continuing a serious commitment or making a serious commitment at this time. But the interesting part about it is this is not your energy that's messing things up. It almost feels like it's other people's energy that's causing problems. That being said, we're not done yet. There's two cards left, and these cards are amazing because even though disaster happens, even though you may be backstabbed and betrayed, it talks about you getting back up on that horse and continuing the fight and ultimately reaching that committed relationship. Okay, here's what I'm seeing here. I think that you may not be ready for a committed relationship right now, but I do think you will be ready for a committed relationship really soon. There's some obstacles that you have to get out of the way first before you find and put that fight in to find your ideal partner. If you're currently with somebody, dating somebody, or in a relationship with somebody, that person may not be your ideal partner. Okay, so do be aware of this. We do see disaster and some backstabbing and betraying in the future. I don't think this is you causing problems, though. I think it could be someone else causing these problems to you. That being said, after this disaster, after the backstabbing and betrayal has finished, you're going to continue to move forward and you will be ready at that point. So the answer to the question is, are you ready for a committed relationship? Not quite yet, but the cards do confirm that you will be ready in the near future and you will be finding a committed relationship that you are very happy with. That's it for this tarot card reading. Don't forget to follow us for more great readings just like this one.